Hey, you guys, on today's show, the liberal white women and beta male teachers are out there on these mean streets running wild and are telling students to commit crimes. So let's talk about that today on the Angela Box Show.
Hello, my name is Angela Box. Show your personality.
Okay, y'all, as the never-ending sky screaming and hyperventilation and nonsense that the left pulls day after day after day continues to go on ad infinitum, seemingly world without end, okay? As this continues on, people are starting to ask some serious questions. I mean, normal people can't be bothered to do any of this crap. That goes without saying. But people are starting to ask some questions because these ratchet ass liberal white women these liberal white women teachers who could not get laid to save their lives.
Fascist pig bigots, boys and girls. That is what they are. Oink, oink. Why do you think he made them pigs? Let me propose something to you, ladies and gentlemen. Do you think perhaps Orwell was the first advocate of ACAB? Ladies and gentlemen, we all know a fascist. We all know a bigot. We all know a misogynist. There are plenty sitting in this room right now. Is there anyone in here who can provide insight on the mind of bigots? Troy, your father's a Republican. Can you provide some insight for us? Oink, oink, boys and girls. Oink, oink.
Who are all, to a person, like fat, disgusting, and covered in tattoos, and have blue hair.
Guns don't kill people, people kill people. Okay, in that case, bread doesn't make sandwiches, people make sandwiches. Cars don't drive people to work, people drive people to work.
Those lovely ladies, who will perpetually be single, and the beta male teachers, the ones with like the scraggly ponytails.
Welcome to the Beta Yourself podcast, where we invite some of the most non-dominant men to come on and talk about how they are betaing themselves on a daily basis, if they feel comfortable with that. It's honestly one of the least imposing betas around at the moment. You're submitting so hard to life at the moment. It's an absolute inspiration. I don't know about that. Bro, I don't even know if there's like a question that I could even ask you, but like, is there anything that like maybe you want to talk about on here? I don't know, man. Like, I just kind of want to talk about whatever you want to talk about.
Just clinging on to those last scraps of hair. The ones who might have like an earring or like a real sparse like goatee. The ones whose shoulders kind of slump a little bit because they have no testosterone and they've eaten soy their entire lives. The ones who are like wearing like Vans, but like the dirtiest, nastiest Vans you've ever seen, or Converse, take your pick, with like, you know, a Black Lives Matter shirt at all times. If not shirts, then certainly there are pins on his lapels, you know, the Palestine flag and the pride flag and the transgender flag and the Somos Americanos flag and the no good pin, and, you know, take your pick. Like, he's like, the beta male teachers are kind of like Jennifer Aniston's character in Office Space.
Joanna.
Yeah.
We need to talk. Do you know what this is about?
My, flair?
Yeah. Or, your lack of flair, because, I'm counting and I only see 15 pieces.
She wasn't wearing enough flair. Well, this guy was like holding my beer. Anyway, these teachers are doing the most as usual. And every other day, it's like, how can we indoctrinate these kids that cannot read on grade level, cannot seemingly perform math on any level other than like a third grade? If we're lucky, maybe they'll know how to carry and borrow. Although we can't say carrying and borrowing anymore because, you know, that's white supremacist adjacent, I guess. So let's talk about regrouping and completely screw up your kid's head when carrying and borrowing work just fine. But anyway, I digress. Don't get me started. These kids who are not on grade level on anything, not even close, and have the behavior of zoo animals, essentially. And the teachers allow it because, as liberal white women teachers and beta male teachers, they're going to be like, oh, well, we can't tell black kids to stop acting like this because that would be white supremacy. Not even adjacent, like full on white supremacy. We have to just be like, well, of course you act like zoo animals. I mean, why should we expect any different? It's actually very racist to expect children, regardless of race or ethnicity or skin color, to behave like civilized human beings. I mean, that in and of itself is a vestige of colonialism, of course. Now, guys, you think I'm lying. This is exactly how teachers behave and believe. Trust me, I know. I worked in the public school system, okay? And it has gotten so much worse since I left. And these teachers who are all communists, by and large, the ones doing this, of course, and, normal teachers get run out on a rail. Normal teachers, conservative teachers, I would say probably make up 30 to 40% of the teachers, but they dare not speak. You know why? Because their coworkers are insane people and they'll out them and they'll make their lives a living hell. Believe me, this happened to me. Anyway, let me continue. These liberal white women teachers and the beta male teachers who have no problem with horrific behavior and the fact that their kids can't read or do math, because why would they expect them to do reading and do math? Again, expecting a child to be on grade level, that is a vestige of white supremacist colonialism, you bigots. So this is what we're dealing with here. So they have these capital audiences. These psycho leftist teachers are not just Democrats, they are full-blown Marxists. They are out and proud about it. They put all manner of propaganda up in their classrooms all the time, okay? Like, I guarantee you walk into a liberal white woman or a beta male teacher's classroom right now, they have little corners for each cause du jour. They have like a Palestinian corner where the kids can talk about how much they hate the Jews. They have a corner with a LGBTFY flag in the center with the trans flag around it, where the kids can talk about how we need to go out and kill some white people for repressing us from transitioning at the age of 12. They have a corner for the immigrants and the illegal aliens. Of course, the no human is illegal nonsense, and ICE is Nazi nonsense. And that is what we're going to be dealing. Okay, this is the corner of crazy we're going to be talking about right now. So that was a big setup for something that is actually quite pretty simple, is that these teachers are out of control. Now, they have been forcing kids to leave class and go protest ICE. And basically, there is a girl who is running for Congress in the Dallas area. Her name is Peyton Jackson. She's a black lady running as a Republican because she's smart. And she basically was like, what are these kids doing? Now, she started off by saying these black kids, and let's keep it 100. Like, hashtag why is it always, okay? Like, as you can see from the video, it is a bunch of black kids acting like zoo animals, and their teachers thinking it's great. Roll that clip.
These kids, black kids, but yeah, all kids, these kids are walking out of school to protest ICE. The kids can't even read on grade level. They're walking out of school to protest ICE. Now, back in my day, things like truancy existed. Let's bring that back for the school districts that don't have it. Actually, I advocate against truancy, but you can't even read on grade level, but you want to protest ICE. See, back in my day, I was told to stay in a child's place. Get back into the classroom before you turn yourself into a future prisoner, because that's how they use the test scores. If you aren't passing on grade level, that's how they use the test scores to determine how many prisons we need. And Dallas County is looking for another one priced at $5 billion. So before you commit to a jail cell, go figure out how to read. Don't worry about an ICE protest. Jeez.
They're encouraging this. They basically said, hey, take all that hood rat shit you do in my classroom and that I absolutely excuse and allow, and just go outside and do it and like take it out on ICE. And you've seen the video of some rabid like seriously, this is some Lord of the Flies shit, okay? Some rabid Lord of the Flies kids with blue hair and fat and whatever, attacking either a teacher or someone wearing a MAGA hat, an adult. This is not going to end well. But this is what's so disgusting, is this is what these teachers are doing, you guys. And it's not obvious to anyone, it should be. They're telling their kids to go do these things because these kids won't get arrested as adults, okay? At the very least, these kids will get arrested, slap, misdemeanor, slap on the wrist, and then they'll go out to protest another day. Now, these leftist teachers they can't attack ICE and they can't F with ICE without being arrested and thrown into federal pound me in the ass prison, okay? Which is what is going to be happening to these people, unless they want to, pull a gun or a knife on ICE, and then they're going to get adios stamigoed, okay? Anyway, here's my point. The teachers are using the kids. Period. The end. Take a look at this video of a bunch of anti-ICE students who attack police in downtown Los Angeles as the teachers step back and go, good job. Roll that clip. They're out of control, but thankfully more and more parents are finally starting to pull their heads out of their asses and realize, oh, wait a minute, we thought we stopped these lunatic teachers in 2021 and 2022 after everyone realized what kind of gay pornography was in the libraries and how they were pushing their psychotic masking and vaccines and all the crap that they were doing, and parents had to rise up and put a stop to it. We thought that they learned their lesson, ladies and gentlemen, and transgenders. They don't learn any lessons, all right? This is a constant game of whack-a-mole. These people are cockroaches. They will continue to rise. And that is why as conservatives and as MAGA types, normal human beings, we have to continue to stomp them out like the cockroaches they are. Take your boot and stomp them, smash them with your heel 24/7. That's what we got to do. So parents are starting to fight back. And I'm going to roll you some clips of some parents telling these teachers they effed around, they found out. So enjoy this couple of minutes of sanity here.
It used to be political, now it's personal. Our children are involved. I am sick and tired of watching politicians and school boards, people from the city, telling children they can go out and fucking excuse my language, go out and get in the face of law enforcement. Good evening, my name is Vance Kalabi, and on the afternoon of February 2nd, 2026, my 14-year-old child called me. He was not at school, he was not sick, he was in the middle of White Center, Washington, in the middle of a protest that was organized for his middle school. Okay, my stomach dropped when he called me. You guys have noticed that on January 30th, 2026, 2 children were killed just blocks from the school on Rainier that was having a very walkout that day. RCW 28A-600-035, by allowing them to leave, and under Initiative 2081, the Parental Bill of Rights, I have the right to know where my child goes. That was taken from me. I was not given notice. I was not given an email. I was not given a call. You exposed him to real danger. That's neglect and that's endangerment. RCW 98-42035, criminal negligence by not being aware of the substantial risk. You call it policy? I call it abandonment. I am filing a lawsuit before the Paul Johnson. I want to make something perfectly clear. Someone's going to be held accountable, but all of you will remember it. Because for some reason we lose our case, we'll make a case law out of this, protect parents' rights to know where our kids are at all times. It's ridiculous. It's criminal negligence. And yes, a principal was fired for coercing students participate in protesting. Just so you know. I had an hour worth of yelling to do, but today I'm going to narrow it down to 2 minutes because you didn't give me enough time. But I will be here at every school board meeting to continue what I had to say today. I am not finished, and I yield my time.
Okay, and then here's a little couple of good news, some good news at the end of this true Lord of the Flies nonsense. There is a restaurant owner in, I believe, Arizona, and he is a legal immigrant from El Salvador. I'm sure he is very thrilled with how Bukele has transformed that country. I mean, truly remarkable. But he's here now. He came here legally, and he owns a Mexican restaurant. And so he said he was going to give free food to all ICE agents. Well, the unwashed psychopaths were not having this. They were not happy about this, but the guy was like, ask me if I care. Ask me if I care. So good for him. And then finally, some more good news. There is a record number of illegal aliens who are self-deporting under Trump. Record number. You know why? Because they got the CBP app. They're bribing them to leave, and they're basically saying, if you self-deport, you will get a chance to come back. If we have to catch you and deport you, it is game over for you forever. So more and more immigrants, illegal aliens, are taking advantage of that. The ones who aren't criminals, presumably. I mean, you know, extra criminals. More criminality on top of the illegal alien shit. They're taking advantage of that, and they are deporting their families back to from whence they came. And the Democrats hate this because the more population they lose, the more congressional seats they lose, which is what this entire charade is about. So, listen, teachers, liberal white women and beta male teachers, you are the bane of my existence. I'm envisioning you in my head. You know, the beta male teacher in my head is, remember the Beavis and Butthead teacher? That guy.
Everyone try to be nice because we have a new student joining us today. And I know you will all make him feel welcome. Say hello to Bahir Hassan Abdul Hakim.
Uh-oh! Dude, not cool! No.
Eric, what the hell is wrong with you?
What's wrong? Has he been checked for bombs?
That is the beta male teacher. That is my vision. And liberal white women teacher, I mean, take your pick. There are so many. Throw a dart. You won't miss one because they're all big uns. 99% of them are big backs. All right, so throw a dart. You'll hit one of them. I'll be back in just a minute. Hi, you guys. I would like to tell you all about my friend and photographer and author of How to Keep God First in a Social Media World, which you can find on Amazon, and all-around great human, Alan Bates. And Alan is your healthcare solution guy. Go to yourhealthbenefitsolution.com. If you're freaking out about your premiums, which why wouldn't you? Because of Obamacare is collapsing, and it was always meant to collapse. But he can help you find the best prices for your family. And open enrollment is going on right now. So just get in touch with Alan at yourhealthbenefitsolution.com or give him a call at 713-824-4636. That's 713-824-4636. His name is Alan Bates. He's an amazing guy. Give him a call and let him help you out with the nightmare of open enrollment. And tell him I sent you. Do it today. All right, that's where I'm going to leave today's video. Please let me know what you think down below. Like, subscribe, comment, do all the things. And remember to keep kicking ass and taking names and to always let thy will be done. Peace.